And we're live! Hello everybody! Happy Friday! It's supposed to be Alpha Day, but it's down. So, I guess we're not doing Alpha today. I debated on just canceling stream, but I was like, I'm already prepared for it. I guess we'll just do regular retail stuff, so here we are. Hello Olzy, hello Saw, hello Witch Hobbit, Data Bob, hello everybody. Yeah, there were some issues in Alpha. I think that's why they're resetting it. That or it's another new build. I'm not surprised. It kind of goes down randomly for various reasons. Either it's issues or put in a new build or, not everything is available at once, obviously, because it's Alpha. So, you can't even do all the zones at the moment because they're working on it. So they're probably fixing that. Probably adding some new zones. I don't know. So I'm just like, I have no idea why it's down, but it's down. I went to log in and I was like, oh, I guess I'm not doing Alpha today. So, that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure out something. Did I see anything last night about, Alpha? No, I wasn't on it last night. The only times I've really majorly been doing Alpha is on stream. So, I haven't been doing any of the new content stuff yet because I wanted to focus on the leveling stuff first. And I've also been trying to, kind of avoid spoilers, sort of, but not too much. So that is certainly something for sure, is, doing too much Alpha, you'll get sick of it real quick. And then when it comes out, live, you're like, yeah, I've already seen all this. It doesn't have the same pizzazz. So. Alright, so I have no plans, so let me figure out what to do here. I did not expect it to be down. We should do our dailies. So let's look at that. What do we have available? Let's do our dailies, and then once we've done that, maybe we'll figure out a Mog farm that we need to work on. Let's see. We got that we could do. And that would be my issue with alpha testing too. Yeah, I'm absolutely happy to help with alpha testing, and I'm super grateful they invited me because it gives me a chance to test stuff and help and give feedback. But at the same time, I have to try to take it in strides because I will get burnout on it. Especially since things change so rapidly. And I might get attached to something that will no longer exist later. And there's nothing I can do about that, which has happened many times, let me tell you. So it's a catch-22. I gotta be very careful about it. Alright, so LOS not up. So let's just do some dailies. Daily type stuff. I call them all dailies, but it's just things I have to do daily. So, dungeons, world quests, etc. Let's do a few of those. Let's get that out of the way for the day, and then we'll look at probably some transmog farms. So, greetings, Squid Coffee. Hello, Ganator. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome to our Alpha, not Alpha Day. Alpha's down, so we're gonna do retail stuff. It's supposed to be Alpha Day, but that's okay. Alright. Yep, so we need to do this on Heroic. Time to go check for the rare. I don't have access to Alpha, so I'm fine with it being down. I'm not fine with it being down. I don't get a lot of time to do Alpha stuff. And this is, it's more often than not, when I do have time, it's down. I'm like, gosh darn it. Ah. Oh well, it's okay. Hey there, Kraken. I'm very excited for Pally. Hello, Thalia. I saw. You're very excited for it. I haven't really looked at any of the class changes besides the ones you shared. Let's see, do we get a rare today? No, I don't see it. I do have an interesting thought, though. Oh, and what is that? Hi, Kraken. Happy Friday. Hello, RBL. How you doing? Welcome. Remember, we need to go do Moros, so let's go do that. Praise the sun, Solaire. Yes. That would be kind of fun to get a Praise the Sun ability. I know that would probably be totally stealing, but you know. Last night at 3 a.m. at EU, there was a maintenance they claimed was scheduled. Scheduled where? I can find no references whatsoever that maintenance was for. Gotcha. I know there was live maintenance yesterday, but I don't know if that lines up with ours. Because I'm NA. So. Okay, let's get over and see if Moros wants to give us the broken thingy today. Broken pocket watch, that's it. One day I'll find out how to change my name on Twitch to make it easier on y'all. All good, RBL, no worries. No worries. Alright. So we'll do Moros. So we'll get that done. We do need to go do Heroic Mechagon. And then Heroic Tazavesh. And then we'll switch to the Hordy and do his dailies. These don't take very long. I'm kind of running out of dailies, which is nice. I'm not complaining. A lot of my stuff now is kind of weekly, but I'm slowly running out of weekly stuff. Oh, speaking of, yesterday, when Silver finally got home in the evening, I finished where's it at? Cooling the Research Field achievement. So all of the Researchers Under Fire stuff, I'm done with it now. So I don't have to do Researchers Under Fire ever again, which is very nice. I have everything from it. And Silver got them out last night, too. She's only missing one achievement that I thought she had finished with me last week when we did it together. But she can do that next week when it switches back over to the Titan stuff. So otherwise, we're completely done. So no more Researchers Under Fire. Which I'm glad, because I think that's one of my least favorite events this expansion. I'm leveling characters right now that I think will have a good time soloing the latest raids and War Within. Awesome. Excellent. Alright. I know for me, if I had to pick based on just playstyle for like soloing old raids, some of my favorites would be Hunter, Rogue, and Druid. Because they're fast. Demon Hunter would probably be up there. Evoker would if they had more spammable AoE. Ooh, Monk, duh. Specifically Mistweaver if you can one-shot stuff, because you can just spam your spinning crane kick. So you just run around and AoE constantly. So those would be my picks. Monk, Hunter, Druid, and Rogue. I don't know who Silver is. I feel like I should know, so I've avoided asking, but I don't know who is Silver. She's the person that plays with me not very frequently, but somewhat frequently. She's my bestie and co-host. We used to have a whole series together on the show, on YouTube. She's been around a long time. So whenever you see me, like, playing with someone and I'm talking to someone in guild chat or in my group, that's Silver. That's my bestie, the OG Silver Fire T. Let's see, not from this guy? Okay. So we need to go to Mechagon. But she would talk in chat more, like in voice here, but she doesn't have her own place right now. She's living with her boyfriend's parents, and she's not in an environment where she can have her mic on. Otherwise, she's gonna pick up all these other people in the background and dogs, and she's in the middle of like San Antonio, Texas. So like it's loud, cop cars all over the place all the time, and so she can't have her mic on usually. Plus, if her boyfriend's home, he's loud too. So, you know. So we need to go to Mechagon. So, otherwise she would. So, one day maybe she'll be able to do stuff with me in voice, but not now. I was wondering last night if you considered what you may do When and if you ever fully complete ATT and your goals in WoW, given that they constantly add remove content, maybe it'll never fully be possible. It'll never be fully possible, I can tell you that right now. Every single patch, which is going to be every 8 weeks, starting with War Within, which I'm not going to be able to keep up, they add stuff. They remove stuff. And the ATT folks are pretty on the ball with keeping it up to date. Oh, I can turn my music back on. Boop. So, I'd never finish it. But theoretically, we'll talk theoretically, say that I did, I would probably start new alts. Honestly. Because to keep in mind too that how I want to go about tackling all the ATT stuff is I'm completing everything on my main here, and then I complete everything when he's done, and I feel like he's done, which he's getting to that point. I'm going to complete everything on my other classes, so my other class mains. So like my hunter main, for example. There's faction stuff to do. I mean, I'll probably be doing this for the rest of my life, to be completely honest, but pretending that I could finish it, I don't know. Maybe just start some new alts. Who knows, man? I'll never be able to keep up with it, so I don't have to entertain the idea too much. But in my case, I'm really close to finishing my ultimate go in OSRS. Once I do, I plan to quit playing. It's been incredibly bittersweet getting closer and closer to finishing. I'm really glad to complete my goal, but honestly I felt sad about the idea of it all being over. I don't really know what I want to do with my time after, although I think I'm going to start playing WoW again once I've done with OSRS. Got you. Yeah, I don't know that I would ever quit WoW. It would take a lot for me to do so. I've come close a couple times, but, you know, a fleeting thought. And it was never like the game itself's fault. It was usually people behind it type of thing. But yeah, I don't know if they'll let me quit WoW, we'll put it that way. I don't know if they'd ever they'd have to completely stop for me to be able to finish it. I don't think it's physically possible. And I don't necessarily no-life it, but I kind of close to no-lifing it, and I'm still not caught up, so, you know. Even if I did, though, I don't think I'd quit. I'm sure I'd find something to do, because I still RP and stuff. I'd make my own fun. Write stories. Probably actually write out my TRP stuff that I've, like, never filled out. Stuff like that. Druids are fast, but I just hate doing damage on them. Well, luckily for old content, with the exception of, like, the most recent stuff, you're not really gonna have a lot of issue with damage. So, that's kind of nice. Did Canary take a break from WoW to focus more on her art? She did indeed. She's got a different job. It's not so much her art. She just has a different job entirely. She doesn't work the same job she had before. Which it eats up a way more of her time. And she's pretty inconsistent with WoW anyway. She's off and on, so we just never have time to play together. Two ships passing in the night type of thing. To be honest, I avoid asking mostly because I wondered if she was your partner. I didn't want to pressure you to out yourself or something. Life is scary sometimes. I try not to out people who might be LGBT. I always struggle with these letters, I'm sorry. LGBTQIA+, since I am and I get it. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm actually ace of it, for what it's worth. Ace demi, technically. If it happens, it happens, and if it's the one I like, but otherwise I'm not interested. So there you go. But no, you're totally fine, and I appreciate you being respectful. But no, Silver is just my bestie. We've been friends since mid-Legion, and she had to take a break mid-Shadowlands, and recently somewhat came back. Somewhat recently. It's been about a year. And she's been able to have more time. And she's like, yeah, I'm not quitting again. I love WoW too much. She didn't have a choice last time. It was real-life stuff got in the way, but... yeah, unfortunately, there are some changes coming to SRS that I have absolutely no interest in maybe forever. Understandable. I don't know what happened to my message there. I meant to say that if they weren't changing things in the way I don't like, I'd probably play forever. Got you. Maybe it got too long. I don't know. Sometimes Twitch gets funky with longer text. All good. Old school rune. Oh, see. Thank you. You answered for me. Old school RuneScape. I'm primarily the B and also the NB. Ah, nice. I am the A and D. I don't think D's in that list. Well, I guess it's in the plus. AD. Still think she's imaginary. Oh, Silver's imaginary. I gotta tell her. Hold on. Oh, wait. I gotta kill this guy. Hold on. And then I'll tell her. I gotta tell her. There we go. Okay. Chat thinks you are my... She's at work right now. Chat thinks you're my imaginary friend. There we go. I'm the T in the list. Nice, nice. The T. Yeah, NB isn't it either. I guess that's what the plus goes for. There's so many letters, it's hard to keep track, so I'm just like, it's fine. You get an A+ in sexuality. Well, thank you, Manumu. I appreciate it. There we go. It's been out for 11 years now. Crazy to think. Yeah, that's impressive. It's kind of like, wow. It's been out for so freaking long. And it's such a different game now than it was when it started. But that's the nature of the beast. Games evolve, you know? Just like people do. I dribbled my drink. Oh, no! Ah. Here's my towel. There it is. There we go. I barely know how to do anything. I remember mining and fishing a lot. That was my start of MMOs, though. Ah, nice. I think I played RuneScape once, but I can't really say that I played it, per se, because it wasn't my account. It was a friend's account, and it was ages ago. Bouncing me around, how dare you. Oh, I see. She's at work right now. How coincidental for your imaginary friend to be at work when chat wants proof. She was here yesterday. She even talked in chat. Come on now. Before she had to go to the store. Well, I had so much more to offer for me. I threw RuneScape completely out. Completely understandable. Ironically, I'm not an MMO fan. I don't like the MMO for the sake of the MMO. It's the RPG part that I like. So, you know. Like I've said before, if WoW completely croaked and just died forever, I probably wouldn't do another MMO for streaming. I would just go to solo games. A lot of console stuff. I'm mainly a console gamer. I'm not actually really big into computer games. Besides WoW. Still none of that. Hero Tazavesh. We need to do Tazavesh, so we'll go do that. I have so many portals. There it is. I actually bought a second monitor so I can watch yours and your imaginary friend's stream. I wish she did stream. She wanted to stream for a while, but I think she gets too nervous about it. She said, "About what?" I gotta. Where is it at? There it is. There we go. There. I told her what you said, Huggin. It's funny. Maybe she is my imaginary friend and I don't even know it. Who knows, man? I could be insane. You could all be my imaginary friends.
Petition for Silver to stream. Hallow has subscribed to your channel for 6 months.
Petition for Silver to stream. Good grief. Thank you so much, Analyst, for the sub. Oh, the resub even. Super appreciate your continued support. You're killing me over here. I'm gonna take a picture of that and send it to her so she knows. She's shy. She's not here right now, so I can say that about her. There. They're demanding you. There we go. Oh, you guys are the best. I love you. People play more old RuneScape or the new one? Oh, that is a curious question. Where am I going here? Tazavesh. Seriously, I did get a second monitor for Kraken Stream and Netflix. Hey, it's a smart idea though, because having a second monitor to watch movies on and stuff while you're doing grinds and MMOs or even work and stuff, really handy, can confirm. I don't use a second monitor for that. I use my laptop for that, so it's completely separate. It doesn't interfere with like video rendering and stuff, which is why I did that. But I mean, I have a second monitor, but it's attached to my laptop. But anyway, definitely a good choice. There really is no other MMO I like to play. I don't even like FF. I don't mind FF. I play it with silver on the rare occasion. It's not really my bag. I would never want to be a collector in it. I like Final Fantasy. I've always been a Final Fantasy fan. Like, my favorite is 12, and I've really been wanting to play remake and of the new 7 versions, which is kind of cool because I always liked the old one. Let's see, dungeon, yeah. Stretch. I always liked 3, 4, and 5. I have all of them, all the way up through 12. I didn't like 13. I actually disliked that one so much back in the day that I returned it. But besides that, oh, I've really wanted to play 15 though. Everyone keeps comparing it to Devil May Cry as like a bad thing, and I'm like, dude, I love the DMC series. It's like one of my favorite series. So I've been wanting to play that. Baldur's Gate 3 was very, very good. It is indeed. It's not an MMO, but it is a fantastic RPG. I haven't finished it, but someday I will. Same, I prefer my Nintendo games always. Yeah, same. Although I was heavy into Skyrim on my Xbox. Yeah, I've always been a Nintendo and a PlayStation fan. I've always had an Xbox, but most of the games I prefer were on the other two consoles. I know there's a lot of cross between them these days, but back in my day, you know. It's okay, I believe you 100%. Silver's definitely real to you, and that's all that matters. I see how it is. Said I would love to stream though if I knew what I'd do. Because that's Silver's excuse. She doesn't know what she would do on the stream. I'm like, you don't really have to do anything, honestly. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. I just play WoW and read chat. So, I mean, I just talk with you guys, that's all it is. There we go. Hello, Moogs, how you doing? Glad to have you here. Oh yeah, I used to love FF7 and Crisis Core. Crisis Core was fantastic. I cried in that one. I cried with Crisis Core. Or whatever the movie was called. Yeah, Crisis Core was the game. I don't remember what I loved the movie as well. I have the movie. I have the PSP version of the movie with my poor PSP somewhere. PSP, I really liked it a lot. I feel like it was the Switch before the Switch, but it didn't have a lot of good games. It was really kind of unfortunate. There we go. Let's see. I tried FF, but after 20 years of WoW, I just can't start fresh again. That's a big thing for me too, RBL, is like, because I have so much skin in the game, if you will, for WoW, I don't want to start over in another MMO. Like, I don't have the patience for it. If I was younger and never played WoW like I did now, I probably could, but I just can't. Same, I wanted to play 15, but I don't know when I'm going to have a PlayStation. Yeah, I have a PS4. Isn't that one PS5 exclusive or something? I don't remember. Which is kind of the reason I don't have a lot of the newer games. I don't have PS5. The movie is Advent Children. That's it, thank you. Crisis Core is a spin-off about a certain spoiler character. Yes. Crisis Core's amazing. Heard you guys talking shit. Silver, you're at work. Silver. Your inaction is what brings us back all the time. Most people stay quiet or interact with the game, but not the people watching. Oh, well, thank you, RBL. I like interacting with you. Like, to me, that's the point of streaming. If I wanted to just not interact with my chat, I would have just made a video. You know? At least that's how I look at it. I downloaded Twitch for this. Might as well watch it work. Well, don't get in trouble. I don't want you to get in trouble for hooking into stream because I said they were talking smack. I used to love the SNES, but after with N64 and GCN, I just fell off with Nintendo. The games don't interest me anymore for the most part. I'm trying all kinds of gimmicks every generation just for the heck of it. It annoys me to hell, and those terrible, terrible controllers. Understandable. Yeah, I can definitely see where you're coming from with it, honestly. I don't really feel the same. I'm kind of the opposite. I love what they've done, so, you know. Let me throw. There we go. Doing okay? Good. Glad to hear it. I have no real issue with FF. It's just not for me, but I'm glad it exists for people who don't really like WoW anymore or prefer it. Agreed. Same. Hello, Zinti. Happy Friday to you as well. Welcome. Got the Northrend races done. Have to do the quest again on 2 other tunes to get the rest of the items, but yeah, I knew I left it last night. Congrats, Mooks. That's awesome. You're getting there. That's the biggest reason I don't want a WoW 2. I need my collectibles. Well, if they did do a WoW 2, they would have to let us transfer stuff. Which they probably would, because there'd be no way I would do it either if they didn't. WoW 2 is kind of a dumb idea, if I'm being honest. And the whole WoW 2 thing is coming from people who don't like retail anymore. The only reason I would ever want a WoW 2 is because I would like them to rebuild the game from the ground up to make it easier for future expansions. Because it's such a mess. The poor engineers, I can't imagine what they have to deal with every time they have to uproot. I just imagine them ripping out weeds, if you will, of old code. Like this account-wide stuff they've been putting in. They've had to do a lot of work for that. And it's breaking a lot of stuff because of it. So, you know. Let's see. Dull opal. That's magical weapons. Exotic spices, fancy instruments, fossil collector. Hold on, I gotta focus here for a second. Alchemist, fine cuisine. Is it on the other side? It's always on the other side. Gosh darn it. And the whole WoW 2 thing. Oh, I read that. Super agree, but I get people want to go back to Kalimdor and the EK. Understandable, understandable. Taylor. That's magical weapons. Is that over here? Or text. Expert Taylor, there he is. I'm a giant FF7 fan. It's my favorite game of all time. The remake trilogy is looking a lot like it might make number 2 or even number 1. I've definitely heard mixed because the remake is quite like different than the original, which I don't think personally is a bad thing. It's kind of like a, how would you put it? A remake that knows it's a remake but defies it, if that makes sense. Which I thought it was a cool idea, but you know. I guess I have to accept that Silver's real now. I guess I mean, I heard Kraken typing a lot. I definitely could have been sending in as a second browser, but I can't prove that, so I'll accept it for now. How dare you. Honestly, retail currently is so different from Classic. It's basically already WoW 2. Pretty much. Even Classic is different from OG Classic, though. That's kind of the funny thing. You given the password? Yes, you are. Warbands and Delves. All hope lies with them. For sure. I'm not sure how I'll like Delves. We'll find out. I hope we can test them soon, because I definitely want to test those. Those aren't available for testing yet, but since it's solo content, when they are available for testing, I definitely want to do some of that. I want to give my feedback on that, if possible. Amber Sunset. Let's see. Also, I have a 3-year-old and I can watch you while he's around, so thank you for that. You're very welcome, RBL. I do my best to try to be pretty... I mean, I know I curse once in a while, but I try to be fairly family friendly for the most part. That way I don't have any issues. Because of that. I know children watch me. I know multiple people whose kids watch me. So, you know, I try. Not that I'm that vulgar in real life anyway, so I don't have to try super hard. But I do curse slightly less on stream than I do IRL. So there you go. WoW 2 on retail, it makes no sense. Classic could be totally viable, however. Understandable. Felmus 243. Are you fighting Felmus in the dungeon? Or dungeon. Looks like a dungeon. Raid? Good luck on whatever you're going for. Okay. And WoW 2 would be built on a different engine. Yeah, it'd be a completely... That's kind of the idea for folks that... some folks that might be saying they want it. I would want it if they completely rebuilt it. But I know they would never do that in a million years, so it's whatever. It's a shrug. I don't want WoW 2, I want $1 on. Understandable. If we're going by giant changes to the game, we're on like WoW 5 or 6. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Yes, the remake isn't a remake, it's more like a sequel if you look deep into it. It follows the general story, but expands heavily on it, and includes all the spin-off stuff in it, like Crisis Core, First Soldier, Before Crisis, and Advent Children, which I love, because I love those. So far, I quite like where they went with the story, but they might screw it up with Part 3, who knows. And doesn't Part 3 come out all the way, wow, I slur. Come out all the way in 2028? Like, we've got a while before that one, I think, right? I really want to get them. I haven't played any of them. I've only watched people play them. But I don't have a PS5. And I'm kind of waiting for when they do, like, the trilogy pack. You know, and then sell part 1, 2, and 3 together. And then I'll just play them all then. I do that with a lot of shows if I watch any. I very rarely watch some. I'll usually wait till the whole show is out and then watch all of it. I don't like having to wait for the next episode. But in my opinion, the characters, voice acting, music, gameplay, and just the remake trilogy, absolutely amazing. It's literally everything I ever wanted and way more. Good. Glad to hear it. Sorry I had to gush a bit about it. Oh, you're fine. By all means. Why can't they put a new engine in WoW now? I don't know. That's up to them. I'm sure it's a lot more than the engine, though. When I say rebuilt, I mean not just the engine, but, you know. I think I'd rather a WoW 2 for... I think rather than a WoW 2 for retail, it'd make more sense to completely custom... make a brand new engine, which was fully compatible with WoW that is, and just port the entire game over to it. Yes, that's what I mean when... That's what a lot of people mean, actually, when we say a WoW 2. Because that would be what I would want. So when I say I want a WoW 2, that's exactly what I mean. So it's not an actual WoW 2 like Overwatch 2. It's just quote-unquote WoW 2. Like, rather than iterate on the engine, build a new one from the ground up, and then port it over, it'd probably take years to do, but we may reach a point where it becomes necessary because the WoW engine does have hard limits. Exactly. That's exactly my point. We don't have a release date yet. I personally hope for 2027 for the 30th anniversary, but I'd very much prefer them taking their time to make the best it can be than rush it for the anniversary. Yeah, completely agree. I feel that way about any game. Even if it comes out 5 years later, take your sweet time if it's what you need, please. I would also love to be able to just get the 3-pack for the remake. Yeah, same. And hopefully by then there's like a different console or something we can get it on. Like, I don't know, PSP 2 or something. That'd be cool. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Okay, moving on. Just put into context how much they expanded it. FF7 original is about 35 to 45 hour game. 7 remake is about 30. 7 rebirth part 2. About 80 to 140? It goes up that much? My goodness. That's intense. See also Bethesda using a 25-year-old engine to make Starfield, and the hard limits they hit since creation just can't do what they want it to do. Yeah. I know people reeve on Bethesda, but I am a Bethesda fan. I love all their games. I have Starfield. I've just never had time to play it. Because everything I've seen of it, even when people are literally complaining about it, I thought it looked really fun. But that's just me. Same for Kingdom Hearts. I want the edition with all 4 of them in it. Yes. And Remake is literally just the first 5 or 6 hours of OG7. Oh man. One day when my partner and I feel like trying to get a PS5. Yeah, I feel that. It's I've not even tried personally. Are these Murlocs not coming? I pulled a bunch of Murlocs. But they changed their minds, I guess. That's fine. I won't complain. I dread the day I'll have to get a PS5 for Kingdom Hearts 4. Yeah, no, I'll just wait. Yeah, the PS5 allowed them to make an absolutely gigantic, more or less open world and fill it with so much love, for the most part, great side quests. Yep, I want a PS5, it's not like I don't, but I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with that. I don't understand this exclusivity, or scarcity rather, thing. It's very odd. So, can't be bothered with that. I played Starfield for 300 hours before the bugs killed my playthrough because I have a game-breaking bug that prevents me finishing the playthrough. Oh no! And entering New Game Plus. And even though the console can't progress it. But, because of those 300 hours, I can tell you many things about the creation engine limitations being very obvious when you look. Aww. Understandable. I bought his PS5 just for Rebirth. I sure hope the Part 3 will come out on PS5 as well and not PS6 because I don't want to buy another 500 plus console just for one game. I feel that. I usually have to really want a game to buy a new console just for that game. Consoles are expensive, man. It's like buying a new computer. Very expensive. There we go. I wish I could just have a PS2 forever. I don't have one anymore. Same. I mean, I do have my PS2 still, but I think the PS2 is still one of my favorite consoles, if I'm completely honest. A lot of good games for it. Never had any issues with it. I still have the exact same PS2 I had from back in the day. A little flat silver one. Okay, right. I need to get on my other account here. Pull that up real quick. I forgot. I should have had her logged in already. Where's she at? Here we go. Oh, sadly, because of Sony, they're timed exclusives. Otherwise, if it was day one PC game, I never would have bought a PS5. Yeah, completely understandable. I just want Switch 2 to be announced or something. I'm still rocking my possibly launched Switch and it's chugging. But I'm too worried to get an OLED and then oops, Switch 2 comes out 3 months later or something. I got an OLED and I can confirm OLED is amazing. It's not just a visual update. Like, it actually runs a little smoother than the original one. So if any of you were like wanting the OLED but hesitant, there is a difference. I love my OLED and I wish I had gotten it sooner. So, there's my take on it. I absolutely adore it. Okay, get her in here. It's just a huge visual difference. So much so that I don't even use my regular Switch anymore. I just play the OLED. And if you set up a Nintendo account, which you probably would have one anyways if you want to buy stuff off the Switch shop, you have to, you have the option to transfer your data from your other Switch anyways, so that you're not starting new on stuff. So that's kind of nice. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let me focus on this boss here. rid of this boyo. How did you guys get pulled? Really? Silly ritualists. Alright. Boss time. Fingers crossed for the mount. I'm very tired of doing this dungeon. Let's go. Come on, do your thing. Do the pointies. Alright. Okay. Last one. There we go. Mount, mount, mount. Give mount. Come on. Bah. See if she gets it. Also bah. Man. Ah! It doesn't want to give me the mode! Rude. Alright, well, Heroic Tazavesh is done. I guess besides Grateful Offering stuff, which I need to start looking into doing that again, I guess we switch to our Horty. Alright, where are we at here? I love Bethesda's storytelling. The stories are always good. My issues with their games is more dialogue that has zero impact regardless of how rude I am. Always being the hero from 5 seconds in, story repetition, and the fact that the game literally only has 24 dungeons and has 1,000 procedurally generated planets with 24 dungeons, it doesn't work. Understandable. See, I guess none of that stuff bothers me. But, you know. You do what you do, I guess. Just exit. Exit game. Alright, so. Yeah. Hunter time. That's good to know. I have to continue making the Zelda OLED for a while. That's exactly, ironically, the exact one that I got was the Zelda OLED. So that's kind of funny you mentioned that. My Ma has an OLED. I can definitely see the difference. She had the Switch Lite before. Yeah, there's a big difference in the OLED. There really is. Fingers crossed. Yeah, no mount. I'm sadly very much against a lot of decisions Nintendo made in the last I don't know how many years when it comes to fan games, tournaments, merchandise. That while my brother has fully functional Switch in his kitchen he got from our uncle, I refused to get it. And by the one game I'm interested in playing, Metroid Dread, just because I don't want to give Nintendo more money. Oh, that's unfortunate. I've been having a grand old time. Metroid Dread is amazing, by the way. I've played it like 4 times. I absolutely adore it. I am a huge Metroid fan. I'm so excited for Metroid Prime 4, though. Ah! Metroid Prime, some of my favorite series. When I say story repetition, I'm talking specifically about Starfield, since Starfield has all the features of Skyrim, but 3% of the content. Gotcha. Poen. I tried refusing to give Amazon any of my money, but I gave up. I get it, though. I really don't like how they do things. Yeah, I understand completely wanting to, you know, do that sort of thing, and I completely respect it. But I guess I'm on the opposite side of, if I didn't want to give anyone I didn't like my money in terms of how businesses are ran, I'd probably be living in a box on the street. Because I don't agree with 99% of the companies. What do? You know, there's nothing I can do about it, so I just live life. There we go. Okay. Oh, what's over here? Give me that. Because at the end of the day, I support the people that are good in the companies, not the company itself, if that makes sense. Like Blizzard, when everyone wanted to boycott Blizzard during Shadowlands stuff. By doing that, you're also hurting the good people inside of it, which I know some of them personally. And so it's, you know, kind of sad. Because there are people in any company that want to see the company grow. And, oh, I'm supposed to get eggs, not the rays. So, you know, you do what you do. Oh, let's see. No, yeah, Nintendo has done some sneaky stuff lately. There's always yo-ho-hoing. It has gotten much better and easier over the past few years. Yeah, understandable. Happy with people who love the Nintendo games, but when I see them release another Switch with the fancy sticker, it's the same. 10-year-old hardware and people keep buying it even though they already have 3. Lose more and more faith in humanity. I mean, I have 3 Switches, so I don't know what that says about me. I love the Switch. But you can say the same about WoW. I understand why people stop playing literally because of the scandal, but I thought about the current devs. Yeah, exactly. And how I like the current work they're doing and want to keep playing. I think I can still absolutely condone what those people did. Yeah, exactly. As an unfortunate Pokemon fan, definitely get out while you can. It's my guilty pleasure at this point. I am also a Pokemon fan. Have been and have always been since it first came out, because I'm old. It is, and I love, like, I watched like 4 playthroughs already, so I definitely love it. But people always say vote with your wallet, yada yada. Yep, understandable. Oh yeah, I need to turn HMP back on. I had that off yesterday. Doot. There we go. That makes sense. Okay, over this way. Oh, it's been almost 7 years since Metroid 4 and Prime 4 has been announced. Well, it's coming out this year. If it hasn't come out already, it's very soon. I gotta look up, because they do have a date. Let me look it up again, because I have it pre-ordered already. Metroid Prime 4 release. Yeah, it's planned for this year. So it is planned for sometime this year. And apparently, Nintendo is already in the process of a Switch 2. Making a powerful successor to it. So that's interesting. So there you go. I'll get that too. I do absolutely adore the Switch, so I would love to see a even better version of it. Let's see. They wanted to boycott Blizzard for so many things over the years, true. The scandal was the first time since TBC I canceled my sub. I thought about it and resubbed an hour later exactly because of that. Yeah, because that's exactly why. Because that's also... Because it's one of those, like, the rain falls on both the just and the unjust. And depending on how you view the rain can really change how you think about things. I have multiple 3DS. Same. I always have had multiple of each handheld console, usually specifically for games like Pokemon, so I could trade between the versions. That's me. Hi, it's me. It's just Nintendo doesn't care if I don't pay $60 for the one game that interests me in with their income. Yeah, understandable. I have my original 3DS. I don't think it's a launch one, but close to it. And then my new 2DS. I used to have a DS Lite, but I gave it away when I got the 3DS, which I heavily regret. Yeah, I still have all of mine. I kept all my consoles. The only one I don't really have anymore is the OG Xbox, because it's died hardcore. It did not last. Did not stand the test of time. But all my other consoles did. Which is interesting. Including my PS1. Well, my NES didn't, but that was a hand-me-down anyways. So I need to get another one. I can't play my NES games. I'll believe it when I see it, right? It's what it said. It's what popped up when I looked it up. I didn't bother buying the most recent Pokemon because I don't like how it was in the beginning, and I don't like how they keep all the Pokemon games anymore. I'm hoping for the future. Maybe Palworld will get them going or something. I definitely agree that the Pokemon games could be better. I definitely have my complaints with it. I still enjoy them for what they are, but yeah. My favorites will always be, well, Generations 3 and 4, which is Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, and then Diamond, Pearl, Platinum. The OGs. Those are my favorite. I was pretty miffed when they took out the national decks. That, I think, is still my biggest peeve, honestly, because that was like the reason I play the game. I don't really play for the battles. I play for the collecting part. I don't see any of those. I do need to do all those. Do I? Nope, still not the ones I want. Okay, that's fine. Leatherworking. Let's do that real quick. Pokemon is a childhood series for me alongside Kingdom Hearts. I will want all the games no matter how bad it looks. Or how laggy. They have my soul. Right there with you, Mooks. Right there with you. Here we go. Alright. I do think all the people unsubbing did help them listen to players more, because the first half of SL they would never listen, like with Covenants and such. Yeah, but we know exactly who that was, like the type of people that were behind that, and they were fired, so they're not around anymore. Like I had one friend who stopped playing any Blizzard games at all because of the China scandal with, I think, Overwatch, the Overwatch player, but I was like, but you pay for Amazon Prime, you play all these other games from other companies that also do crappy things like that. Yep, that's the catch-22. I still have the SNES from my childhood. Somehow it's a beast and still works back then. I never had a SNES. Weirdly, I had a hand-me-down NES because I'm a little too young for it when they came out. My childhood is technically like a Nintendo 64. I had a NES, but only because it was a hand-me-down from some family. It didn't work very well though. But I never had a SNES for some reason. Okay, let me look at the achievements real quick here. Expansion features, war effort. Alright, I need... So, we need Orgrimmar Armory. No. Investigating the Welling Caverns, we do need that one. Send that off. Oh, I need more dudes. You know, Worky. There it goes. Okay. Oh, now I'll look at the achievements here. Okay, so investigating, I sent off. Let's see, do we have Barons at War? No. Orgrimmar Army, no. Okay. Dancing with Ranger, exercising, or Silverpine? No. Wall, Azurlode, and Depot Mine? Nope. Alright, Astronar, investigate. Turn to Aberdeen, deep scouting, posting, reinforcements. Ah, we do have a second one. Excellent. Slowly getting these done. These mission table achievements, the Azeroth at War stuff from BFA, apparently the Horde ones and Alliance ones don't count for each other, which I guess makes sense, but the Alliance ones have been done for ages. But in case you didn't know, if you wanted to do both, gotta do the Horde one separately. Okay, so that's done. Up to Nazmir. I did that too. Oh, stretch. Okay, let me look back at chat here. Where are we at? But you know, shrug. Exactly. Hello, Nadia. Happy Friday to you as well. Sorry about no alpha today. It's down at the moment, so no alpha, I'm afraid. But it's okay. We'll do other things. But happy Friday, yes. Legends Arceus is literally my favorite Pokemon game. It's the only one I've been able to 100% twice back to back. Is it an ugly game? Yes. Does it lag? Yes. Do I care? No. I okay for the Sims 3 exactly. Sims 3. I haven't played that in so long, man. I play the Sims 3. I loved Sims 3. I used to have Sims 3 and all of the expansions on disc back in my day. But then the friend that used to live with me stole them all, so, you know, I don't have those anymore. Let's not talk about Starfield after this last comment. Basically, Skyrim lasted 10 years because it was so good, but the biggest limitation was that because it was so fully featured, models struggled with space. Starfield is the opposite. It was designed to have massive space for modders to work, and the game itself is sparse, empty. They've designed it for modding rather than design it to be a good game like Skyrim. They've assumed people want to fill it. They don't. Interesting. Interesting way to look at it. My favorite will always be Gen 1 because that's the first I played. Yeah, Gen 1 was the first I played too. I have played all the gens. 1 through, what are we up to, 9 or whatever it is now. So like Gen 2, but having 7 HMs was too much for me. See, I liked the HMs. Like Waterfall and Dive, I miss those. I think they still use Waterfall, but they don't use Dive anymore. I really enjoyed that one. Except for streamers doing 1 through 3 randomizer, I still watch full playthrough of the new... that direction. New ones, but mostly make fun of the problems they have. Like the mouse cursor and the sword shield credits, or the absolutely terrible frame rate in the Scarlet Violet and have very much stripped down towns. Yeah. 5 and 6 are the best ones that I adore and love. I will defend X and Y with my life. I liked 5 and 6, but they didn't really strike it with me as 3 and 4 did for some reason. 'Cause I have them. I'm actually playing through Black and White right now again on my 3DS. I'm really enjoying it, but I don't know, something about 3 and 4 just absolutely... Oh, I'm supposed to do the thing on these. Just absolutely love those. I want to play those on stream someday, but I'm going to do that after I make a partner. Because whenever I stream other games like I used to, my viewership drops by like half. So, you know, one day. I'm starving so quickly, I'm quickly switching to my tablet looking at food I kind of forgot. Enjoy your food. What is my latest leveling guide? Is this one right here. Bam, I've got one for Dragonflight, and the 2 that are listed for Shadowlands still work just fine. But that won't matter in about 2 months, so keep that in mind. I used to mod for TS3. I had like 12k followers on Tumblr. Oh, that's cool. Which was a lot for me anyway, since I don't stream or anything like that. Fond memories. That's awesome. Random question. Is your all the things working? Mine started bugging randomly. I know there was an update a couple days ago. Let's take a look. Yes, it is. Tis. Appears to be working just fine. Speaking of Gen 3, I loved Melodic because I was so happy when I found the Phoebus spot. Same! Melodic was one of my favorites. I know she was my brother's favorite too. Worked so hard with all the poffins and crap. Just mine then. Mine bugged too. You might need to update it. I know there was an update a couple days ago. You have to understand my bias though. While Pearl was my first Pokemon game, I never finished it. White 2 was the first one I beat, and XY was the first game I got near launch. Nice. Also hydrate. Here's your hydration alert. It's good for you. Yeah, I've played all of them. Gens 3 and 4 were just my favorite for some reason. I really want to play through them again, actually. I plan to do that. I've been playing through all my Pokemon games again. In the evenings. I use them to help me fall asleep. Helps me focus on something one track. Lots of add-ons are usually fine, actually. That's interesting. Wonder why that is. Sorry, your viewership drops when you switch games. Totally a thing I get, but don't worry, I'll be here regardless to talk to you just like all your other imaginary friends. I appreciate that, Hugginator. You remember the beauty contest in Gen 3? Yes. I remember I won one for Beauty with the Geodude and thought it was hilarious. I loved doing that too. I liked doing ones with like really, really like not quote-unquote pretty Pokemon. What was the one I usually used? I know my brother loved using his Shuckle, so that was pretty funny. I don't remember what ones I used much. Coughing was one I like using. It was great. I skipped Gen 7 because going through things, I just wasn't interested. Came back for the final DLC for Sword and Shield. I went back to play 7 though, and it's so good. I did really enjoy Sword and Shield. Like, for what it's worth, I think that one's probably my favorite of the Switch games besides Arceus. Besides Legends Arceus. So, I did like that one a lot more than Scarlet and Violet, which is unfortunate because Scarlet and Violet had such potential to it, but I don't know. The world felt empty, and even though they touted open world, it really wasn't. You still had to do everything in a certain order. So I don't know. And there was no actual villains. The villains, quote unquote, were just a bunch of misunderstood teens, and I'm like, that's lame. Bring back my Team Magma, my Team Plasma. Give me my baddies.
Live Vampy subscribed to your channel for 12 months.
Thank you so much for the resub, Vampy. Super appreciate your continued support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. So thank you so much. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I watched a streamer have a fun time with Pokemon Moon, so I bought a 3DS Pokemon Moon and a Zelda Link Between Worlds because that game was amazing. Yes, agreed. My favorite Zelda is ALTTP, Twilight Princess. All I read in that is Twilight Princess. That's my favorite. I know it's Link to the Past, but my favorite is Twilight Princess. And then I played Moon for an hour or so. I wanted to trade a random trash till I got 3 starters and realized that Pokemon is just not for me anymore. Aww. That's a bummer. I actually really enjoyed Sun and Moon. More than I thought I would. But I think that's because that's also the last time... I think that's the last time they did the national decks. Which might be why it's the last one I super enjoyed, honestly. In terms of that. Wish I could go back in time and stop me from buying a 3DS and the game. Aww. Win the beauty contest with a muck! You probably could. You probably could. Let's Go is also a good game. It's another hill die on. Agreed! That is true. I would have bought Let's Go a lot sooner if I knew it was like a Pokemon Yellow Pikachu edition redo. They didn't market it as that. And like, so I never bought it because I thought it was just another version of Pokemon Go, like the phone. I was like, it's dumb. Which I'm not really into that version. So I never bought it until like way later. And I was like, dude, why didn't they market this as... I was so annoyed because I love it. I have both, but the Eevee version was my favorite. Oh, well. You're welcome. I have Sun and Pokemon Sun, Moon, Sun, Ultra Moon, and Ultra Sun. I think it's Ultra Moon, but I don't have Ultra Sun. Because I didn't buy them when they were current. And so they're like $120 now. And I'm like, I'm gonna wait to get the other one. TP is my favorite 3D Zelda, although I'm not big a fan of Zelda going 3D. Ah, understandable though. Let's see. But yeah, Twilight Princess is my absolute favorite. I will die on that hill. Okay, sorry Wowhead, but when I have the chance to buy an Awakened Ashcander, I'm going to buy that instead of the Trinket, even if the Trinket sounds cool, right? Yes. Let's Go was quite good. Yes, even I agree with that. It was so fun, and I love how they did the box system in it for storing your Pokemon. So much better. I was like, can we have this in other games, please? I don't remember all the details. I just remember being blown away with it. And like the upgrade stones and whatnot. I don't know, there was something about it that was just like, it felt like an improvement. And I was like, whoa. You know? It's the ultimate meta version of how to criticize the nature of humanity. Have the beauty contest be won by literally an animated pile of dirt. You be nice to Muck. He's doing his best. He just wants a hug. My pa has the Eevee version, so while I was visiting him, I speed ran through it and loved it. Ah, that's awesome. You make me want to play that one again, too. I totally want to play those on stream someday. But I refuse to play other games on stream until I can make partner. Because that was why Twitch told me, even though I do qualify for partner, like 10 times over. That's why Twitch told me that I was declined. My viewership fluctuates too much. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I mean, people are gonna do what they're gonna do, alright? Oh well. There we go. Midna was the best sidekick though, although I also really like Fee. Yes, I liked Fee as well. Yeah, I like Skyward Sword a lot. I know Skyward Sword gets a lot of hate, but I actually really liked it. Even with the questionable boss designs. Like Tantalus, who looks like she's from Monsters Inc., and then the avocado, giant avocado monster. But, you know. There we go. I still need to buy my own copy of it. Fee, my beloved. Sorry, I liked Skyward Sword. I did too. I loved it, so I'm glad I'm not the only one. I need to go do the turtle rep. Ugh, don't make me. Oh, I feel that. Okay. There we go. Oh, yeah, Twitch partner's hard to get nowadays. It really is, even if you like super qualify for it. Every time I've applied, it's been some funky excuse. I'm like, but that's not in the rules anywhere. You know? I don't know. It's whatever. You don't even get paid more with partners. Kind of the funny thing. Like, it's not a like monetary increase. I just want it so I can set my ads to a manual timer instead of a timer. So I can trigger them whenever I want, and so that I can have more emote slots. Like, that's the only reason I want it. Oh well. Twilight Princess is also my favorite. First game I ever played multiple times. Yes! Well, I can guarantee you folks, whenever I do other games on Twitch again, we will definitely be playing through stuff like that. Old Pokemon games, because I have... My GameCube has the extension on it that lets you play Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance games, so I can easily do that on stream. I can't do 3DS or DS, unfortunately, without getting a hacked one, which is a pain in the butt. So that's questionable, but at least, you know, the other ones. Which is unfortunate, because Gen 4, Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and the remakes just weren't the same. They were good. I liked Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl or whatever they were. But they just weren't as good as the originals. Where is one more? Here we go. I found food, decided on microwaved red Thai curry with rice. Nice. Oh, let me back up. I missed some. Did you get me one? Let's go. I think I did? It's been a hot minute, so forgive me. I might have. I probably would have. I don't know if I 100%ed it though, so it's possible I didn't. The only thing I can tell you about Twitch Partner is go ahead and ignore the goals. 75 just means you can apply. Almost nobody gets accepted for having 75. I know, but I've been, like, qualified for it for over a year now. So, you know. Turtle made it to the water. Exactly. Girahim is still my favorite Zelda villain. Yes, I'm not immune to the Fruity Sword Man. Same, I love him. Especially when he did the tongue thing. I was like, I shouldn't feel things in a Zelda game. That's not... They knew what they were doing. Oh, hold on. I gotta focus on this one. Short-term memory and all that. Alright, give me a second. Let's see here. Crab, spiny, crystal, teeth, blood, Valkyr, orb, spiny, crab, carrion, blood, teeth. Okay. There we go. Anyway, apologies. I gotta focus on that one or I will not complete it in a reasonable time. Okay. Over this direction. Let me back up. Let's see. More people need to just farm T-Mog so I can stop seeing man or bear stuff on TikTok. What? Man or bear stuff? What? Follow a streamer who consistently stream multiple games for a week for 12 freaking years. He only got partner this year. Sometimes it's just very screwed up. That's insane. My GameCube is decorated with Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness stickers. That's cute. I don't have any stickers on mine, but if I did, it would probably be those. Colosseum and Gale of Darkness. I liked Colosseum more, but I definitely loved both of those. Some of my favorite games. I love that you can play as, like, kind of the bad guy. It appealed to my edgy teen self. I love playing Soul Silver. Yes! Soul Silver is another good one. And Heart Gold. Those were good. Those were good remasters. Remakes, whatever they were. The tongue thing. Yes! You know what I'm talking about, right? He does that slurpy tongue thing. It's really weird. Yes, they did know. Exactly. At least affiliate exists nowadays. When I started watching Twitch, if you weren't partner, you made 0 money. Ah, yeah, that is true. Yeah, I like that scene. Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, I like this villain. He was great. They also knew what they were doing with the Zora. You right. In the newest ones, in Breath of the Wild. Yeah. My prince. Just slash swoon. Oh gosh. Man, remember the hype around the old lady who voiced the turtle made it to the water when Bayface came out? Yes. Poor gal. She's not with us anymore. Rest her soul. From what I've witnessed of the 30 plus people I helped, getting partner in Twitch is 60% ongoing effort and 40% luck. Yep, that is for sure. And I'm rolling a nat 1 every time I apply. I can and have seen people who have 500 viewers CCV. We're pulling $300 per stream in subs. Oh man, that would be the dream. And it still got declined for partner. Luck is 100% a factor. Agreed. Agreed. At Colosseum, I did defeat the 100 tamers in the tower to get Jirachi, and that felt like such an achievement back then. Yes! I forgot about that. Oh man, that was so hard. I don't know if I ever actually did it. I feel like that's something I would have done, but I don't remember if I did or not. Jay, I remember watching BlizzCon and they were absolutely lifting when she did her voice line. Rest in peace. Yes, the poor old gal. Aw, she was amazing. She was so sweet, too. Well, Zora reminds me I need to post this meme in Discord. Perfect. Okay, let's see here. Here we go. I still need feathers. I used to be a Mifa hater because I was obsessed with Sidon and Link, but I've changed my ways and love her dearly. Sidon's fiance is really cute too. Yes! I can't remember the fiance's name, but Mifa's adorable. Well, I liked Mifa. I'm sad she died. Tried to get off the ground on Twitch, but I only ever have one person in my live. It takes a long time, and I'm a terrible, like, you know, you could look at me and be like, oh, you went up so fast with Twitch. I did, but I also had 4 years of YouTube under my belt, which is where most of my viewership came from. So I am not a very good person to compare to. It takes a long time to get going anywhere on Twitch, especially since discoverability is not great. So, you know. Okay, let's see. Still want your Addons profile though? I mean, I can share it, but it's gonna be different tomorrow. It's different like every day. And it's different for a lot of characters too. And it really wouldn't help you because like a lot of the stuff I have on it wouldn't make any sense to you. Like, it's all character specific stuff because it's all, if you want to know how I made it, I used my ATT. I went through my ATT and went through and figured out, I combed through the whole thing and was like, what do I need? And that's how I made my list. So it's going to be very specific, so my list wouldn't help you. If anything, it would be confusing. Let's see. Oh, I missed it. In Colosseum, no, I read that. Never mind. I really liked Mifa, and I don't get what the obsession with Sidon is. Maybe that's because I'm too straight to understand the thirst. I understand the thirst, don't you worry. He's really hot. So, you know. No, that is fine. Okay, good. I'm sorry. It's like, I can share it, but I mean... It seems like unless you're a world first writer, the way to be a WoW streamer is to build an audience on YouTube first. Pretty much. Pretty much. That's kind of the only reason I think I have the viewership I do. That's exactly the reason. And I know people aren't happy that I've had to take a step back from YouTube, but it's just... It's gotten really difficult these days on YouTube. It really has. And streaming is a lot more fun and better for my mental health, so... Okay, so he's done. I can just log him out here. So, back to the main. Sadon is just Link's personal hype man. I think that's what got a lot of people, me included, praised as a hell of a drug man. He really is, and I love it. Yeah, people who want to make it on Twitch must be ready to use other platforms. This is the biggest advice I can give to anyone who wants to get anywhere. Don't like TikTok? Start liking it. Don't want YouTube? Do it anyway. If you only focus on Twitch, rip. You need basically all platforms if you want to grow organically. Yeah, I tried TikTok, but it went over like a lead balloon. I don't even like using it. But I have YouTube, though. So, it's fine. It's, so I have a template. It's always overwhelms me trying to do a to-do list. Gotcha. Well, I don't even know if my template would help, because it's not really a template. Do you mind showing your ATT settings? Insane account completionist mode is too daunting for me right now. I'm looking to trim back. Sure. I would be happy to. Let me open it up. Okay. So, let's look at the floors. It's a little easier to see. I don't have account mode. Can you see all that? Okay. Let me look at it. Yes. I can't make this window bigger, can I? I can! I can make it bigger. There you go. Love that add-on. Anyways. So all this stuff up here is off. I don't use sources. I have all this on except for ignore BOE and BOA item filters. I also don't track followers. I do have all followers on this character except for the garrison ones because those take about 4 years to complete on one character. I wish I was joking. So your XP, not XP. Percent takes a hard hit if you turn it on because of that. So I just leave that one off because it just stresses me out. And then recipes, I have not on account mode because I want to collect those on each character. That's kind of it though in terms of tracking. The rest is just informational stuff. Found the meme? Excellent. So funny thing, when I bought a GameCube, I bought a bundle with Mario Strikers, or whatever the soccer game was called. Played through for a weekend, and on Monday I saw a sale on a bundle with Metroid Prime. Me, as a big side-scrolling Metroid fan, went and got my money back for the Mario to buy the Metroid Prime one, and after about 8 hours of being absolutely lost, I realized I'm way too directionally challenged for Metroid Prime. Oh no, really? That's such a shame, too. Prime is so good. Because I've played all the old Metroids. I have them. For like the, you know, the NES. And, oh, except for the SNES, I haven't played that one. And the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, you know. But dude, when Prime came out, I spent my entire summer in middle school playing it. Hardcore. Wow, TikTok is so random. That and YouTube Shorts seem more popular with classic players. True. Very true. And a lot of my content doesn't fit TikTok. I've tried. It doesn't work out so hot. So if I make content for TikTok, it would have to be something very specific for it. And I just don't have the interest right now. Like, it's on the radar of something to do in the future if interest ever really shows itself, but it's also not very profitable. It's worse than YouTube, so I'm like, No, in your case, you have 4 years of YouTube. A new person starting out today would be best served doing them all. Yeah, agreed. Unless they want to spend 4 years building YouTube. Very true. And even then, it's 5 years now. Because I technically started in 2019. Just the 2019 stuff doesn't exist anymore. So, 4 years. I've thought about streaming, no voice because I'm shy, but I don't think my internet can survive it. Yeah, you definitely have to have real good internet, a real good computer, and get comfortable with the software for it. How do you tell ATT who your main is? You don't. It's just, if you have the main only on, it assumes whoever you're currently on is your main. So, but you can make profiles. I don't use profiles, though. I just have the same settings for everybody. Because I only use my ATT, like, for seriousness on my class mains. I have it on my alt, so I can reference it if I need to. But, I otherwise don't use it on my alts. Let's see. I had TikTok for 5 minutes, didn't like it, so I deleted it. Yeah, I feel that. When I started watching Twitch by now almost 11 years ago, I thought about becoming a streamer. I fought myself for like 3 years or so before I came to the conclusion. I love watching way too much stream myself. I swear if VTuber avatars were a thing back then, I would have given it a shot. I absolutely do love the VTuber avatar. I don't mind a camera, but if I was doing this without a VTuber, I would just not have a camera. I had a camera for a while on my YouTube channel, but I like not having to get all dressed up. Like, right now my hair is up in a messy bun. I'm in my robe. Like, I am not presentable. I would not go to town looking like this, in other words. So, anyway, does that help you with that? This is just the trackable stuff. Everything else is, you know, like, informational stuff, but hopefully that helps, yeah. Hello, Darabellia. Glad to have you here. Welcome, welcome. I deleted TikTok multiple times, finally ever going back once. Understandable. On the bright side, Twitch finally stopped caring about your Twitter metrics for partner. Really? They considered that? They used to heavily factor your Twitter metric as whether or not you'd get partner, but ever since Husk took over, the platform has fallen far enough that they generally ignore it now. Interesting. Huh. Well, I do have a somewhat decent following on Twitter, but I just use it for announcements, looking at cat videos, and like science stuff and WoW news, and then commenting on other people I know's posts. That's kind of it. No, but I bet you're comfortable. I am indeed. I am very comfortable. I'm at my standing desk. I've got my fuzzy socks on. I've got my drink here with me. I am very comfortable. So, you know, in your robe, that is great. Yes. Yes, I am. Because I don't have to look presentable with a VTuber avatar. So, you know, that's the best part. And I can be comfortable. I'm not comfortable when I'm all dolled up. I'm really not. I hate it. They still check it, but it's not as heavily weighted anymore since Twitter's now pay to win. Yeah, understandable. I am braless and then in sweatpants as much as possible. It's the most comfortable way to live life. Agreed. Agreed. Alright, well, let's see. We still have a little bit of time. Let me clean out my bags, because they are gross, and then we'll go figure out something else to do. Maybe we'll go fishing again, because I do need to do more of that. I don't know. I thought about doing, like, Mog Farm or something, but I've got these things over here. Like, I've got things I do need to do, like, I need to 100% archaeology, but I don't want to right now. I get Iskara fishing. I'm kind of interested in that, so I might just work on that. I've kind of lost interest in Mog farming now. I heard Blizzard announced old tier tokens will be tradable between your characters. Hope that is accurate. It is indeed. It's for the warband stuff. They will be set to... excuse me. Excuse me while I choke on my spit like a professional here. Jeez. Wow. Hydrate, everybody. Anyway. Tier tokens will be... Do I have one in my bank? I do. Tier tokens will be warbound, which is awesome. It's basically the new way of saying account-wide. But I'm not sure if that's going to include tier that is not in token format. See, that one's in the bank, that one's in the bank. Which is something I definitely have a question on. It's not live on alpha at the moment, though, so we can't test it. Whenever it is, I'm sure people will be all over it. I've seen multiple other bigger streamers that are like, yeah, we're going to test that as soon as it's live on alpha. So I'm sure we'll have our answer soon enough. Let me clean out my bags. Clean that out. I know I said we were going to do some mog farming, but I've kind of lost interest already. We might just go fishing. I would like to get that finished. Let's use to go to my banker. That. Okay, let's go turn to my anima real quick after I dump that. But yes, it's a lesser known fact to make a Twitch partner. They do also factor other platforms and social. So your YouTube following is also working in your favor. Excellent. That is good to know. I need to finish Best in Slot. Yep, that's the one I'm working on as well. By the way, speaking of Best in Slot, these items here that you need for it, apparently you can, I don't know when they popped up. People were saying they were always there, but they weren't for me. It showed up when the soup event started happening. You can turn these items in for a meager amount of rep. By the way, I fished them all up last night, so I had enough to finish. Except for the 2 blue ones here. I need 1 more of each. Don't have your auto turn in add-ons on in Iskara anywhere, apparently, because that hoe took my stuff. I'm not very happy about it. I'm still salty. I was done. And she's like, here's 250 rep for like 5 items. I was like, holy crap, no! Oh, I'm still mad. That was just last night. I'm still mad. So, there you go. Careful. What's with the frame drop? Probably just Veldraken. We need to go to Iron Plane. Well, I have to stop procrastinating and clean my room before I gotta make Din Din. See you guys. Good luck with the farm and see you later, Mooks. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. There. I'm so excited to have Warband show the professions on each character. Yes. That'll be nice. Still a big step. Glad to hear that. Thank you for the info. You're very welcome, Kalu. Yes, I'm very excited about it. I'm going the wrong direction. This way. There, the mortis farming. I need to do that too. And I need to get back since one thing that's good that's coming, well, multiple things, is even though not most of the Shadowlands rep will not be account wide, on the other side of it, they're getting around the issues with that in where is it? Grateful offerings are on the currency list of being one-to-one transfer. So, like, as you can see, all these alts that have a handful of grateful offerings, I'll be able to transfer those to my main, and my main, a paladin, will be able to buy any of the armor types and weapons and be able to learn them. So that's coming as well. I'm very excited because that means I don't have to farm grateful offerings and anima for my alts. I could just keep doing it on my main and buy everything. Very happy about that. So that's coming. So I gotta pick up grateful offering farming again because I looked to see how much I would need and it's somewhere at like 3,500. And I'm like, so, yeah. And upgrade of bobbers, oversized bobber. Okay, so we're gonna go back and do some fishing. But the reason I found out was because in 2016 I was assisting someone with a partner application. I got feedback with the biggest issue they had was that their Twitter postings had 0 engagement and they needed to push it more because the account reviewers were looking at the lack of engagement. What? That's so dumb. What's best in slot? I'm so behind. Oh, that is an achievement. It's a very crappy one. I hate it. Under, if you look at reputation and Dragonflight, it's the last one I need. Best in slot is where you upgrade your Iskaran fishing gear that you're never even going to use. You have to fish very specific items, and a few come from rares. Oh, speaking of, I need to go loot my nets. And there's some out of nets as well. Literally, basically just for the achievement. It's a gross achievement. It takes a long time. I'm very not happy about it. I could never have an auto turn in. Oh, I have it on all the time because I use it for questing. And I pretty much never have problems with it. So that was a first. I'm very upset. Yeah, I'm sorry that is rough. Yes, I'm very annoyed. Are you using a Bagnon add-on? I am. Bagnon. Bagnon, I am indeed. The best gear you could possibly have currently. No, it's an achievement, Witch Hobbit. It's an achievement called Best in Slot. So you can see if you look up class season 4. Oh, I forgot about that achievement. Yeah, no, you're fine. It's a fishing achievement. That's the one I'm referring to. Do you know for Covenant, if you need to do the campaign on all or doing it on once unlocks all the weapons? I have no idea, to be honest, because for some reason Covenant stuff is very up in the air for Blizzard, so I'm not sure. And I can't check it because I've already done it, so that'll have to be from someone else, I'm afraid. Okay, let me check my fishing net. Please give me the other wire. Ugh. Really gonna do your daily again? Don't like you. Alright. Hope this other one gives me the wire. 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 Give me the wire, please. Wire, maybe? Yes. Got the other wire needed. Okay, I don't need to do your stupid quest. Get out of here. Be gone. Excellent. Well. Okay, back to fishing. You're very welcome, Darabellia. That was tedious. Leveled fishing on several alts, getting those for 2 weapons, stopped after that. Or 2 tunes. Yeah, it was very tedious. Yeah, I agree. They made it hard to upgrade the Tuskar fishing gear, and you will basically never benefit from having it done. Yep, I will literally never use it, because as soon as I get the achievement, I'm not ever using it again. So, kind of annoyed, but that be how it do. That be how it do. Okay. Let me go back to where I was. Grab some waypoints here. Hold on. Where are they at? There they are. Okay. Anyway, back to fishing. Back to the fishing. Oh, sorry about the auto turn and snack. That's horrible. Spell check on mobile is horrible. Basically, just trying to say sorry what happened to you. All good, no worries. Yeah, I'm annoyed. I would be less annoyed if I knew about those quests in advance, but they weren't there because I went to the fishing crafting NPC maybe a couple hours, 10 minutes at the least before, because I wanted to check to see how many things I needed left, make sure it was correct, because ATT is not always correct. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. And then added up my stuff and left and went and fished up the rest of it, because I only needed a couple more at the time. Came back and suddenly there was dailies there that popped up while the soup event was going. I didn't see them, and it turned in over half my stuff within a fraction of a second. And I was like, so, back to fishing I go. Because normally if I knew about it, like, I would just hold shift or turn off HMP. But there was no way to know about them in advance, so I'm grumpy. Yeah, they kind of just pop up partway through. Yep, I'm salty. I'm salty cracking. Salty cracking, but it's fine. I know about them now. So we press on. Yeah, like so much time down the drain. Tell me about it. Especially since apparently she'll take them in groups, not just one at a time. She took like 5 of them at the first quest, and then 1 or 2 after that. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. And she wouldn't stop. I was like, lady. Yeah, mistake you won't make twice. Nope, definitely not. I know about it now. That's why I've been telling everybody about it, so they don't get stuck like I did. Because that's so mean. But yeah, we'll do some fishing. So y'all chillax. We're gonna just do some fishing for probably a while. I'm in the mood, even though I'm annoyed. I know I said probably Mog Farm, but I didn't have anything planned for the day because it was supposed to be Alpha, but Alpha's down, so we'll just fish. We'll just do some fishing. But it's okay. Now y'all know. That's okay. We'll just do some fishing. So I've got all kinds of fishing to do now. But it's fine. Definitely fine. Do you use an add-on with your fishing? If so, with what is it? I do not. No fishing add-ons. Just regular fishing. I don't really have any need for it. I used to use Fishing Buddy, but ever since they added the interact and directional targeting stuff to the base game, I don't need it anymore. It's just base game. All right, let's get over here. It's not here. Oh, it's over here. I was too soon. There it is. Fish. So yeah, just basic fishing. Back to the fishies. Excellent. There we go. Nice. Oh. We'll see. We'll see how long we do this for. I'm kind of... I usually like to plan like what I'm gonna do in advance for the stream. For the most part, like today I'll do weeklies. I'll do these dailies. But all of my weeklies and dailies are already done, and I'm not in the mood for any other real grinds. So I might just make this a shorter stream since Alpha was unexpectedly down today. Let me see if it's still down. Are you still down, Alpha? Let's look. Yes, it is. It is still down. Okay. So no Alpha today then. That's fine. We'll just fish. We'll fish for a while. So might do a shorter stream today because of it. There we go. Small note, the reason I'm not partnered on Twitch, yeah, there we go, and have no real social presence is because I literally don't want to make the effort. It's not that I don't understand how, I just have zero desire to do so. But if you ever need any tips, ask. Appreciate it, Huganator, thank you. But yeah, completely understandable. That's kind of how I feel about like other social media. I have other social media. You know, Facebook, TikTok, Tumblr. But it's the same feeling. I just don't have any interest. I have a Twitter as well. That one would be my other, I guess, most active one. But I'm really just kind of a YouTube, Twitch person. That's about it, to be fair. Too much effort. Especially, like, if I actually regularly used those other programs and, like, liked them, I'd probably be more interested, but I don't. So when I'm not interested in something, it's like not even something I like using, that makes it a little hard, you know? And it's not like I can pay for someone to do it for me. I don't make enough to pay myself. So, you know. One day maybe. So I would love to hire on Silver. She would totally be my co-host slash marketing person. Because I know how to do marketing. I worked as a marketing agent for Evergreen International for many years. I hated it, but I know how. I even have a degree in it. I find that I'm boring AF. I just run around collecting things. I mean, that's all I do. So I'm right there with you, Vampy. I just run around collecting stuff and then talk to you guys. That's it. And occasionally I get asked, like, why don't you do collabs? Why don't you do group content? And I'm like, because I'm not interested. I'm like, but why though? And I'm like, because it's just, I'm just not. I mean, I just want to collect stuff at WoW and hang out with my Twitch chat. I mean, you know, it's just me in a nutshell. So I just want to chill, man. That's okay. I presume you've gotten the Pond Nettle already? I have indeed. Yep, I got that one. That one wasn't on stream. I got it when I was sick one day. A while back now. And, decided to, fish. So I was laying on my couch and just being like, yay. But I got the other one, which was, what was it called? The one from BFA, the Great Sea Ray. I did get that one on stream. So I do have both of those. This is the last fishing stuff in the game I need. Which is, whatever you call it. The Tuskar stuff. This is the last fishing stuff I need, which I'm so pleased about. Because everything else will just be new stuff from War Within and onward. No more old fishing for me, and I'm so excited. I'm just not into fishing. I don't like it. Or look at my Realms BMAH. Longbow was up. Gold cap, of course. Aww. Naturally. Bummer. For now, a free tip is make your platforms work for each other. Push the YouTube on Twitch. Push the Twitch on YouTube. It helps your for partner applications if they see you pushing for strengths. But I don't want to presume your circumstances otherwise. I'm just here to chat with you. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I appreciate Huginator, but I've definitely taken a step back from YouTube for many reasons. It's a lot of work is the main reason, because I don't just do Let's Play content on there anymore. I'm a guide maker. And that takes days, sometimes weeks of work to create them. Even if it's just a short video or a short little series. It takes a lot of time. And I make next to nothing on YouTube because of it, despite my large following and having many years under my belt. Like, if we're talking strictly monetarily, I make 3 to 4 times the amount here on Twitch than I do on YouTube for a fraction of the work. And this has been so good for my mental health. I enjoy Twitch so much more. And it's very frustrating because I don't want to stop making guides. I'm going to keep making guides. But YouTube's very, very unforgiving. Excuse me. So, you know, I've got a lot of guides planned. It's just a matter of when I'll get to them. YouTube is so much research. I used to do guides for Guild Wars 1. That lasted a year. It's a lot of work, especially if you're doing guides. It's highly edited content, and I do everything myself. I don't have editors or anything that does that for me. I do all the research, all the scripting, all the video editing, all the recording, all myself. And I do enjoy the work. It's not that I don't, but it is so incredibly time consuming, and I don't think folks realize that. And then to put it out and be really proud of it, and people really love it, but you get maybe $2 out of like 3 or 4 weeks of work. Yeah. Now, Initially, I wasn't doing YouTube for the monetary reasons, but I really, really enjoyed it. So I wanted to try to push it as hard as I could. And there were even, for a couple of years, I didn't sleep on weekends just so I could get out the videos. I'm not kidding. I was also in college and working 2 full-time jobs. I was insane. It's not worth it. Like, I say it's not worth it, but at the same time, it did grow my channel. So... But it was not good for my mental health at the end of the day. It still let my soul leave my body. When I went to look to see if I could make any pets in Zareth, I didn't realize it's 300 per pet. I have 400. Yes! You're gonna need a lot of... Oh, what are those things called? The moats. The Genesis moats. I'm so sorry, Vampy. It'll be nice and easy now, though, at least when no one else is around, because you can kind of 1 to 2 shot mobs. So... I value you, and I'm incredibly impressed with your efforts. I know for a fact I do not have that kind of patience. Well, thank you, Hugginator. I appreciate it. And I wish I still had the gumption I had, like, a couple years ago, but man. I think what really kind of killed my hardcore desire... Oh!
Snake subscribed to your channel for 7 months.
Thank you so much, Snake, for the resub. I super appreciate your support, because thanks to folks like you, I can keep working. And I do mean that when I say that. I really do. But yeah, what really kind of wounded me, I think, would be the best way to put it, is after Shadowlands hit, my channel took a nosedive. Everybody's did. That was expected. But I never recovered from it. In fact, things actually got worse. So they got better and then they got worse again. And I was just like, I don't think I have the soul in me. It sucked it out of me. So, which is funny because now I have all these people demanding Shadowlands guides because now suddenly everyone wants to do Shadowlands. Even though I was doing all these Shadowlands guides at the time. And I'm just like rubbing my face. Like, I don't. What do you want from me? You know what I mean? Oh. Yeah, no one ever has made and edited videos of any kind before would know how much work it takes. Yeah, I didn't when I started. And I do like the work. That's kind of the thing. Like, I don't completely regret it, but in animation college made me realize I don't want to do that for work. Yes! Yes, I wanted to be an animator hardcore. I even went to college for it for a while before the college shut down. I wanted to be a 3D animator. I wanted it so bad, but after doing it, taking classes and stuff on it, using programs like Maya, I think my soul left my body. I was like, my whole life, this is what I wanted. I'm finally here, and I hate it. Oh no. Oh, so you know, that's how it be sometimes. That's how it be sometimes. Yeah, and I made it to another stream. You did indeed, Snake. You did. Oh, welcome. A fraction of the hours is what it takes to make videos is working with these dang programs. Yep. Yep, it really is. I loved your YouTube videos. The information you shared is massive and was a long draw for me to follow you. Well, thank you, Graydon. I appreciate that. And the YouTube channel's not dead, I promise. I have a lot of stuff technically slowly in the works. I'm just trying to focus on Twitch for a while, you know? There will definitely be new leveling guides. I am thrilled to make those. So those will probably be the new thing when that comes around. I'm very excited for the new leveling guides. So those will definitely be still there, which are my biggest thing on the channel anyways, so. Oh, and like, I need to do it soon. I need to stop forgetting about it. Preparing for War Within, because everyone liked my preparing for Dragonflight series. That did pretty well. I'm definitely going to do another one of those. So, you know, Maya shivers. Right. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Oh, I hated that program so much. Like, but this is what the professionals use. I'm like, but why do I have to hate it? Ah! Yeah. Sam, your videos are what got me here. Then your casual completionist mentality. Excuse me while I choke. Grief, I'm so sorry. Show me you were the best to stream to watch while doing my own WoW. Aw, well thank you, Snake. That's sweet of you. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure you know that I'm 100% not criticizing you in any way. You absolutely deserve. I'd absolutely do whatever makes you happy, always. I just hope the partner thing on Twitch doesn't upset you because they're ruthless. No, I appreciate it, Hugginator, and even if you were criticizing me, I understand. I know you're not, but you're totally fine, and I appreciate the help. I do. It's just, you know, because I've had other folks try to give me advice. They're like, well, why don't you do this? I'm like, I actually did for an entire year, but no one noticed, type of thing. And they're like, oh, you know, that whole shtick. But it's fine. I get it. But no, yeah, I'm not... I was upset at first about it because I was so excited, but I'm not too worried. Where's the thing at? It's just, I'm kind of in a when it happens, it happens. I'm just very happy that Twitch is doing really well. You are all fantastic. I'm absolutely having a great time, and I hope it continues to be that way, because I've had a lot of fun. Also hydrate. It's good for you. I never thought I wanted to do 3D animation anyway, but yeah, Maya did it for me. Pirate curses, exactly. You being a solo player and a completionist is why I started watching / following you. Oh, well, thank you, Vampy. I'm glad folks have been enjoying that because, like, in my mind, it's boring as heck because all I'm doing is running around collecting things and then talking to you guys. In my mind. But it's fun. So that's what matters at the end of the day, right? There we go. Would you be happy making YouTube videos if you got paid the same as Twitch? Yes and no. While that would absolutely alleviate some of the stress and would let me feel better about putting hours and hours and hours of my life in it, at the same time, it's a lot of work. And because it takes so much time to do it, I'm not being compensated for my time, if that makes sense. I literally didn't have time for other things when I really wanted to put as much into it as I wanted to. So, yes and no. Leaning more towards the mostly. But, you know. I listen to you while I run around collecting things. Well, then we're running around collecting things together. Look at that. You inspire me to do all the boring grinds I otherwise would not be doing. Hey, man. Like I've said before, I save the boring grinds for Twitch. Because, like, you guys will really help pass the time. I was lurking on Twitch one day and saw an octopus drinking coffee and thought, well, why do I know that? And then I remembered a bunch of guides I may or may not have fallen asleep to because I would totally watch guides to take naps because they're less likely to be full of random screaming. Hey, man, I get it. I understand. There's nothing worse than listening to a video and then falling asleep and then someone screams and you're like, I think I just died. It's more fun than watching people do M+ or raid for me. Harder content usually means the streamer is focusing more on the game than the stream. Collector content is perfect for kind of streams like this. For kind of streams like I like. Yes, agreed, Manumu. It's exactly why I do that. Because to me, if I wasn't going to interact with my chat, I'd just go back to YouTube. Because it's very hands-off in terms of chat interaction. So, that one hasn't respawned yet. Streamers absolutely do that for me too. Yes. I am out of juice. Ah. Well, gotta wait for that to regen. Wasn't paying attention. This place feels more like a nice little community with gameplay on the background. It's just a nice, chilled, comfy place to be. Exactly! And that's 100% the atmosphere I wanted to foster. Because, you know, no drama as much as possible. Yeah, we're gonna get salty once in a while, but that's just the nature of the beast. It's gonna happen. And, tried to make something as non-offensive as possible. Like, here's a little tidbit. Ironically, I really wanted to be like a lich or a satyr because those are like my favorite things. And my favorite color is bright neon blue, like the painful kind. But all of those things aren't quite as, I don't know, welcoming. So I thought a cute little purple kraken would be even better. And coffee! What's not to love about coffee? There we go. Now we can get up here. Wonder if it is possible to combine the two, making content for the YouTube videos on Twitch. If it did, there would be zero talking on my end, because it's a lot of concentration. I can only do stuff where I don't have to concentrate on Twitch, because I have thought about it, but it would all be stuff where I would not be interacting with you. You'd just be kind of looking in with a window, because I have to script it, I have to research it, I have to edit it together, and sometimes I have to do it over and over and over to get it right. Believe me, it wouldn't work. I did try it for a while, and I didn't like it. Folks didn't like it. It didn't work out. Oh, let me pick up. It's so funny. I'll literally be like, ugh, I don't want to play WoW, and then watch someone like Kraken play it, and suddenly I'm like, rabid, must play it immediately. Oh, I feel that. It's inspiring sometimes to see others like enjoy something. I get that way with a lot of like Pokemon stuff. That's why I'm playing it again in the evenings on my own, because I watch some other Pokemon players on YouTube, and I'm like, oh, I want to play that so bad now. You know, it's kind of funny. This sort of streaming is more entertaining, plus it motivates me more than watching people raid PvP or do Mythic Plus. True, right there with you. Right there with you. Especially if you're not like normally competitive, for myself included, so that definitely is part of it. There are streamers who can do high-end content and still interact with chat, and I have no idea how. Yeah, that's impressive. I've seen that, and I'm like, how do you talk about muscle memory, man? I never judge people for what they like to watch, but for me personally, Race the World First watching 20 players wipe 200 times an hour makes me anxious. Oh, same, Hugginator. I can't watch Race the World First. Mad respect to those, you know, those raiders, but I just can't. It makes me anxious, and then I'm yelling at the screen, and then it becomes an angry football game. I can't do that. It's just not great for my health. You inspired me to make an alt army. On one server, I have one of every class at 70. On another, I'm halfway there again. It's fun, and watching you at the same time is great. Ah, well, glad to hear that, RBL. And I hope your alt army is paying dividends. And it's only going to get better. Haha! Hydrate alert, by the way. Listen, I for one welcome my Kraken Overlord. Well, thank you, Fammy. Speaking of salty, I laughed at watching one of your VODs. You made a comment about how the flavor of the moment is to hate on current expansions. You're talking in retrospective about WoD, I think. Then you went off to talk off and on about what you dislike about DF. Yes! Exactly. That's kind of funny. Your best advice, by the way, is you cannot do it all on every character every week. I would have gone insane trying. Yes, do not try to fall into the mentality of trying to do everything on every character. Don't. At least not all at once. Like, I want to do everything on every character eventually, but my focus right now is my paladin. It's just going to stay that way until I'm done. So, you know. I've seen someone edit a video for YouTube on Twitch, and well, neither a lot of talking or work was being done. Yeah, exactly. It's, doesn't really work. Takes a lot of effort to do that, but for example, Muckluck, who does Guild Wars 2 videos, he was in the Plunderstorm event, makes his YouTube content live on Twitch, but that takes a lot of scripting and effort, and yeah, the effort is sky high. It really is. Especially if you want to make good content, and you're not just throwing slop at the screen. Which I like to try to take pride in my work as much as possible. So, you know, have I gotten anything from these, by the way? I got one. Alright. The luck's not with me today, but that's okay. Here we go. Oh, shoot, we're in the middle of an ad break. I'm supposed to be making a coffee. Shoot. Hold on. Come on. Fish. Well, after this fishing pool disappears, I'll go make a coffee. I gotta learn how to do video editing, etc. My kid is 9 and starting to want to do some. We actually have to make a tutorial video about speakers for school this week. It's actually not as hard as you'd think it is, but I also don't use a super fancy program. I use Shotcut. It's free. It's a little clunky. It has its errors. But you know what? It's a great for beginners because it's a very cut and dry. It's very straightforward, so that's a good one to start with. It's a good hack for my brain when I'm bored and don't know what to play. Just look it up on Twitch and I'll trick myself into wanting to play it. Yes. Well, I'm inspired to work on farming for the Glazer again right now. Ooh, Good luck. I gave up on that when I just bought the thing. I couldn't do it. I absolutely love RTWF. Probably my favorite part of every new raid, but I only watch Echo stream because their commenters are just 99% of the entertainment. True. Hydrate alert. Yes. Be refilling my coffee. I will here in just a second. I'm gonna get caught up on chat real quick. I'm gonna go make a coffee too. There's only one exception to that rule. Shadowlands still sucks. See, I like Shadowlands. But, you know, I understand why people don't like it. Trust me, but I like it. Anyway, I Mythic Raid and I watch any streams of it. I watch collecting achievement, etc. streams. Yeah, it's definitely a nice, like, I don't know, relaxing. It's nice to feel relaxed when you're watching something, at least for me. My lord, I'm farming that one also. Good luck. Yeah, good luck, both of you. I decided to make some of the protoform synthesis mounts I'm missing. I'm currently in Sepulchre going to kill Halandris because apparently he has a schematic. Yep. Good luck. Good luck. Shotcut. Got it. Thank you. Needed a place to start. Yeah, that's a good one. It's, Adobe Premiere would be like the better version, but because I think that one's free, or at least it used to be. But Shotcut, you know, for what it is, it's very simple and pretty easy to understand. Rather the Boston Arena. Ah, yes. Good luck. You too? I haven't tried in a couple of months or so. Yeah, good luck. Did 10k mob kills in a day and then forgot I was doing it. Must have blacked out. Ain't that the truth? I won't judge you for liking Shadowlands. That would just be rude. Makes notes about imaginary friends with possible links to Shadowlands. Hey now, come on. Alright, I'm caught up with chat now. I'm caught up with you folks. So I'm gonna go make a coffee. And I'll be right back. We'll take a short break here. I know the ad break already passed, but my soul is slowly leaving my body because of Zareth. I don't blame you. It's a long grind. Alright, I will be right back. Let me turn on the timer here. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, make a coffee, so y'all stretch, get up, walk around, do whatever you need to. I'll be right back.